Explorer. Overnight challenge.
I go back deep into the mountains, once again to where I've been once before. This time for an overnight challenge in an abandoned, haunted town, off-grid in the middle of nowhere. Come with me as we ghost hunt an abandoned factories, buildings, houses and towns. This is the first overnight challenge for the Forsaken Explorer NZ channel. Let's get to it. Our journey starts here at Rewanui, the abandoned lost town. During the day, we spend the whole afternoon hiking deep into the mountains.
Yep. Hi explorers, and welcome back to the channel. The Forsaken Explorer NZ here, and we're going to do an overnight challenge at an abandoned haunted town way up in the ranges. I've been here before for a video once before. This time I've come back. I'm going to explore the town right as much as we can, look at as much as we can, and camp there overnight with the Omega channel and as soon as dinner. And behind me here we have the Keith Butler Memorial. There was actually a town here called Rewanui. They were actually preserving to restore the town, and what actually happened one night, Keith Butler was living here helping. He was the caretaker who was looking after the town, restoring it. One night a big flood came, washed away the town, and Keith and his ute, his body was never recovered, his ute was never found again, and basically that's why they put the memorial here. The lower town of Rewanui is not here any longer. We're going to go right up to the top to another town called Middle Break and check it out. So let's get on with it, explorers, and a haunted overnight challenge in an abandoned town. Cheers explorers, and let's get on with the video. Right explorers, so we have made it up to the abandoned town. We had a few mishaps, we got a bit lost. I had to put my bag down to find a torch because it got dark. In doing that in the dark, I put my camera down, the one I'm filming on. Then we had to go off bush in the dark, find the torch, but we're all good. So we had dinner, we cooked it on this little stove here. So heated up one of those packed foods where you just add water. And yeah, got my little warehouse tent here. And it's too tucky for dinner. Trudy has hers, and Mr. Omega and Levi have their tent here in this abandoned house. We're quite near that large abandoned factory. If you've seen my original video, I didn't do too much of the adventure here because all you guys have basically seen the adventure coming up here on my first video. If you haven't, link will be in the description so you can watch it. So basically we had the most exhausting hike to get up here. It got a bit too hard for some of us, so we all helped each other and worked as a team. I ended up carrying 2 packs for a little while, which exhausted me, but I'm fine now because I've had my meal. And yeah, so it's 20 past 8, and just a minute, look how dog that is hot. I'm just going to turn this cooker off now because the water is boiled and the dog's getting, they don't want a burnt dog, do we? Oh, that's fogged the camera up, that hot lens, so we'll have to give him a bit of a wipe. There we are. So yeah, we're going to be camping in here the night. It is meant to be raining tomorrow. It is down to about 4 degrees tonight, so it's pretty cold. It's very dark out there. And yeah, so basically we will pull a bit of paranormal gear out. We might explore some of the town in the dark. So yeah, we'll get back to you on our next time check. Rightio guys, I'm just chilling here in my tent in this abandoned house on the abandoned town. And over here under the blankets, got my dog here keeping warm. You can't see him, he's a bit off camera here, but he's keeping warm. And I'm here and cozy in the tent, so what I'm going to do, I've got a EMF detector here. We're going to turn that on, just do a baseline sweep because we are an abandoned house town. That was the first house you see, so we'll just turn it on and let's have a look. At the moment, we are going to explore some of the town. So at the moment, it's just green, so the energy inside the tent here is good. It is only early. I think it's after 9 o'clock now. Let's have a look, I'll find the time with my cell phone here. So I don't get reception up here. So, oh, actually I turn my phone off because it's not working. I'll turn it back on just for a moment so we can all check the time. Got this going here. It did have a bit of a flicker, but that might be my other device sitting in front of it. It did flicker, but I imagine that there's probably not a lot of activity here, but there probably will be in some more of the house. So in my way of a time check, I can't really show you too much other than it says 20. If you can see that, I might need to turn the torch away, but still don't know if you can see that. Oh, there we are. It says 20:45. My screen went away. 20:46 or something like that. Let's see if the camera can adjust to that. I don't know if you can see that, but it's basically 20:45 on my 20:46 actually on my time now. So our baseline, this is me moving it, we're still green. I might check basically the millimeters of flash. I've got a millimeter here as well. That's basically a flash more accurate K2. The K2 is picking up on nothing, so we might just briefly turn on the spirit box and see what that has to say. Is anyone here with us? Oh my god, there is someone here with us. It said you're right. I'm pretty sure that said. Weird. Is anyone here with us? I heard a little response there. Another couple of responses. Did you guys live and work up here in Middle Break? We're currently at Middle Break, so we'll probably have another go at this later, but I thought I'd just check in with a bit of a video and see how everyone's going. It's bound to be more activity, so we'll check in with you guys soon on the video. Thanks guys. Rightio, explorers. We basically come to this old factory that I came in the daytime in this abandoned town, way up in the mountains. In the dark now, to see what it looks like in the dark. It has no roof and it has everything growing on side. If you've seen my first video, you'd know that. And we'll just, my dog's being a bit naughty back there. We'll have a bit of a look in here and see what it looks like in the dark. Right, so here's a nighttime perspective of the factory. Obviously, if you've seen my day video, and the power lines up there that I pointed to on my day video when we went doing our overnight paranormal challenge. So yeah, just show you a few clippets while we're walking around in the dark until we pull out paranormal gear. Cheers. Right, so we've got, while we're walking around the town, another abandoned room here, door and window. There's an intact fireplace in there and a chimney going right up there. It's pretty cool. Windows and stuff in it. So another building, and we'll carry on and pull out the paranormal gear soon.
Room here.
Look at this cool fireplace here, guys. Wow. In this room.
Yeah, I think it's taken to like the little bathroom and stuff.
Totally
overgrown. Awesome archway there. Look at that. It's going to be huge in here.
This is an old church in here.
That's cool, eh? So this is where they would have sat.
And they've got a side room in here too.
It's all that corrugated iron in here.
Ah, is that like wallpaper that's on the steel? It's like wallpaper. There's a roof.
Corrugated iron in here.
Ooh, look at that structural crack in the wall doorway there.
Ooh.
It's nasty.
So what part of the church do you think this was? This where they...
Probably just two different rooms. I'm not 100% sure, but I got told there was a church up here, so I'm guessing this is probably the church.
This looks pretty... It's a huge building. What's that down there? Is that a sink?
Yeah, there is an old sink.
There's a sink down there. So yeah, this was their church. This is what we're guessing. The church area.
It could have been a house, but I'm not sure. I really don't know. They did have
Pretty
a church
big for someone's house though, isn't it? For back in those days.
Yeah.
I reckon it was the church.
Yeah.
What do you think about this, Levi?
Well, I'm with you guys on this one. High-rise ceilings.
Yeah.
Does kind of scream church.
There's another power
Yeah.
pole up there. Rotten power pole up there.
History. This is incredible.
Wow. It's a bit hard to get in there. There's a big tree growing inside. Wow guys, look at these toilet and shower cubicles. Wow, that's so cool. Toilet and shower cubicles. Oh, it's quite long, quite a big shower cubicles. Radio explorers, still in the tent here. Got my dog over here. Here he is. Poor fella, while we're walking around this abandoned town, he actually hurt his foot a little bit, but he's okay. It's just on his pad of his foot, so it's quite thick skin there, so he didn't bleed or anything, did you, boy? He's alright. Yeah, but we're going to get out of the tent in a minute, and it's about, two-time check here, 1:59, if you can see that, 1:59 AM. No reception, so just have to go off the clock of the phone. I'm totally exhausted after getting all the way out to this town again, but we are going to have a little bit of look around, not miss the opportunity with the paranormal gear. I was just going to stay in here with the dog because he hurt himself, but we will go and have a bit of a look around, make it worth our while, since I pulled the paranormal gear in the factory, which is near to this abandoned house that we're sleeping in the night. In the tent, the tent's getting very, very wet with the cold air here, so everything's wet. My sleeping bag's wet, dog's wet and cold, everything's wet and cold in here, unfortunately, but we'll survive, and we'll get back to you in just a moment when I get up out of the tent and out of my sleeping bag and have a bit of a look around with the paranormal gear. Cheers. So we're leaving camp, the abandoned house, and Amiga and I, he's got a tent out here. We're going to go and have a look at this abandoned factory just across over this way, and I think it's after 3 now. I think I turned my phone back off actually. Do you know what the time is, Amiga?
Yep, I'll get out my phone.
So I keep turning my phone off to save battery for when I'm in range tomorrow. I have turned it on. So we are 2:34 AM on Sunday the 14th of May. Yeah. So we'll carry on to this abandoned factory over here. I've got my paranormal devices in my pocket. My dog's being looked after by Sutaki for dinner and Levi in their tent, because he... What was that noise? Was he sleeping on something, was it?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, this is the roof of the other half of the house here. Oh, sounds like glass under there too. So, my dog is okay. You know, the smallest little nick. You just don't know what's up here, and I wanted to bring him for warmth because it's winter now. So I did bring him up here at my own peril, and he is okay. Are we going to this one first, or?
Yeah. I'm just briefly losing the track.
So we're going to this abandoned factory. We kind of figure we'll pull some paranormal gear out in there, because I think we might actually go down in there and straighten the front door once we find the retaining wall. Being that it was a factory for the reason that this town's up here, which is coal mines, as you go in there, there's actually a door that goes straight into the factory on the side here, and I might go in there because it has a roof there. So we just travelling around here, It is cold, so the camera keeps fogging up, so if it is a bit blurry, I do apologise for that, because it's hard to see where I'm going and check the camera all the time. So in this factory here, and this is all the factory too, the roof's missing, but we've seen all that before, as you know. So we're going to pull out some paranormal gear in
Do you
here.
want the room up here? You want to do it here?
I reckon we'll just try it here for now,
Yeah,
because
around.
yeah, so we'll come back to you in the video in just a moment once we get some of our gear set up. Right, so if we look out the window there, you can actually see all the windows of the outside of the factory that has no roof, and they're really cool arch windows as well. And look, that's a cool spider web. That's really cool. So I'll start by turning this on. If you can see that okay, I might just have to turn the light down slightly so you can see it. So that one. Alright, so we're at just green at the moment. So nothing on the EMF at this stage. Yeah, that's better, you can see that much better. So, is there any people that used to work here that's trapped here and their spirit may reside from this factory that they used to work in? Could you please change the colour on the EMF to a different colour, please? No response at this stage. Right, no response, so we'll just turn that off for the moment and set some more gear up.
Right, so Olin, you introduce...
Oh, wow. Well, we're having spikes here, straight away.
I've got to get the spirit box out.
So just turn the cameras on and we had, so, oh, there we go again. Can you, if you can see that, we're having some spikes here. Oh, some activity. Oh, and going, another spike to orange. So, oh, another spike to orange. So it's picking up, I'll hold this out of the way. I don't believe it's this. I've used these two together before. I don't think it will do it from that far away. Running 2 millimeter and a K2 at the same time. I have before, and
I've just got a spike on here.
0.5.
0.5.
And this one just went up to 0.5 as well. So they're both reading
they're reading quite high activities, aren't they? Look at that! Wow.
It's spiking up, is it?
Yep.
So we're definitely.
Whoa! That went to a read, I think.
Wow. Just hold it a bit lower and you get my camera too.
Yeah. If you guys can see this.
It spiked to red.
We were just about to introduce all the equipment and what we're using, and then all of a sudden we had spike after spike after spike. It's crazy. Well, there's definitely something around here.
There definitely
there's
is.
Something hovering. So if we...
I'll just check, or to wave that in front. It's not making
it's
either
not
one
that. It's not
effect.
that. No, it's not that.
So, obviously this is a dead building. There's no electronics devices up here.
No, nothing. I will get this going.
So, K2 at the most, I think you said it went to red. I saw it go to orange. And this one here has temperature. It's in Fahrenheit though, guys. So it does read. We've got a spike of 0.3 milligauss, and it says it's about 48 degrees Fahrenheit, which I don't know what that is. We don't use that stuff here in New Zealand, so we'll have to do a bit of a figure of what that is on screen.
Alright, shall we ask some questions?
I reckon. So, who worked? Did you guys work here? Were you a worker here? Or did you live in one of the houses? Were you one of the family members? Oh,
Was that?
I think it said yes. Oh, yes. So you lived in the houses here?
Oh, that was...
Yeah. Could you come and touch one of these devices, please, so we can see that you're there?
Is anybody here with us right now?
Yep, there's an answer. Oh, 2 answers.
Oh, that was quite prominent. Were you a worker here in this factory? Is that a yes?
Yeah, there were two yeses, 2 of them. There's 2
Yeah, I think there's
us.
multiple people here. Did you die here in the factory?
Did you work here for a long time?
Did you pass away here in the factory? Yes, did you hear that? I think
Yeah.
yes, yeah. Oh.
Did you have your family up here with you, living up here, when you worked up here in the Siberian mine?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was prominent.
Yeah, he goes, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You get
And a
any
lady,
spikes?
lady said yeah. So, well, one of your houses that you lived in up here somewhere? Is there anyone here? Any spirits, lost souls? Sure, mate, I heard.
Sure, mate. Yeah, I think it was sure, mate.
Sure, mate.
How do you feel about?
Oh, sorry?
Sorry, say that again. What have we got on the meters? Oh,
Did I just see you over there to my left? I just saw flash movement that way, like,
there's something there.
yeah, like, potentially it wasn't light, I saw a light flicker, I don't think it was my headlamp.
How do you feel about your home being overgrown and lost in time? How do you feel about your home being overgrown? Are you annoyed that no one comes to visit now? Yes?
I sound like a yes.
Something like that.
My camera's not picking much up.
No.
I might just hold it.
You're right.
Might just hold the camera, guys, because you guys can't see.
Come back here a bit. We'll see. Yeah, we'll move back. That's the one. Let's see if we can. Good ask anymore.
Ooh.
Is there anything else here with us right now? Besides the two others that were here. Hey. Did you hear hey?
Did it snow up here when you lived up here? Snowed up here once apparently. Were you living here then?
Did you die here in the factory? I bet the conditions here were really bad.
Yeah, mate, I heard. Sound like yeah, mate.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Extreme. Did you have many runaway carts down the incline? Same voice, eh?
Yeah, same guy. Is there anything you want to tell us right now while we're still here, before we leave?
I think I said to you or something to you.
No, I can't.
I can't understand. Well, I might wrap up my video from here.
Yeah. You getting anything on that?
A few spikes on there, or
Yeah,
three.
a few spikes.
How about your one?
Yeah, I've just been holding to the cameras. I haven't really been seeing. Oh, yep. There was a strong one.
You've had a few spikes.
Yeah, we're getting some. I think. Yeah, sometimes a glare.
Oh my god, look! That
Oh,
just
sorry,
went
that
to
on there.
6.8. This just went to 6.8.
We just got a 6.8 on the Mel reader.
Massive spike.
Nothing on here, I don't think.
Right off camera too, that was huge spike. There's no power up here, there's no devices. So what could it be? You use your imagination. Right, we're going to head to another spot, guys, and see. We might do a bit of editing on this video to edit out some where things didn't happen, so the video's not so long. But yeah, oh, that was weird. That just turned off white stuff. This is beeped and turned off.
Weird. My Mau meter just
Oh.
did weird shit.
That just went up.
Ah, my Mau meter made beeping noises I never had. And it turned off. Wow. Right when we went to turn the camera off.
What's that do?
That's a button to turn it on and off. That's weird. It beeped and turned on. Unless it timed out. I don't know if this device times out or not. It could potentially. I don't know. Maybe that's what the beep. Maybe it just timed out. Anyway, we'll go to the next place and see what we can find.
Right. Yep.
Cheers, guys.
Right, guys, we're in a house now. We think it was a house or a small hut or a worker's smoker room, because it's a small room with a fireplace here behind us. So although there's a tree growing inside, we're actually in a house. We did have a bit of activity in the last location, but being if this was a smoko room, they probably dealt with injuries in here and first aid, I would imagine, and stuff like that. So
Just checking to
we'll
see
just
if we're
keep this
getting
pointed this way so you can read that. Because we did have a few big spikes on the smell meter here, and we have to make sure it's on both cameras.
Right. Whoa. Whoa.
Sound like he's here. Yo,
See what you're saying hello.
hello, maybe it was hello.
Is there anybody here with us right now?
Could you set off one of these two devices or a reading to show us how strong your spirit is? Or talk into the spirit box?
I'm
Use
already
the,
here, Richard.
use the your energy that you might have to talk on these devices. Here we go.
Oh.
Here we go. What was this building used for? Did you work in this building? Was it office, or what was this building? It was a very clear voice. But what he said wasn't too clear.
Did you pass away here through something tragic, or was it peaceful?
Or did you pass away after you moved away and your spirit's here because you've got so many happy memories here, and you came back here as a spirit because you spent all your blood, sweat and tears working here, and there's so much of your energy that resides here from the time working here. And anything will pick that up. It's hard to hear it the naked ear, but
Yeah.
you will hear it on the camera microphone very quite clearly.
That was a woman's voice there. What happened to you here? Do you want to let us know?
Heard something.
You can touch the aerial here on the spirit box, up here, just to let us know you're here if you want to talk.
Yeah, but we've got. Ooh.
I'm here.
Is it-
I'm here.
I thought it said I did it or something.
Oh,
Touch the aerial on this one, and we'll get a reading that shows you how strong your energy is.
are you here with us now, or have you gone away?
Yeah, I heard yep before I went.
Are you still here with us? I'm here? I'm hearing I'm here. Okay, so what did you want to tell us about what happened to you? Give us a brief word, something to tell us what happened to you here.
I think he said it was all good. It sounded like maybe he didn't die here. He just wants to. He's got his energy here from working here or building this, or he might have built this. He might have been a builder. He might have built this building, and so much energy of him is in it that he's here.
Do you think it was quite tragic here at all? Was there a lot of deaths up here?
Deaf, I heard.
There must have been a lot of deaths here, eh? Being up in the coal mine.
Well, it sounded like he said awful. Well, it was
Awful.
It was
Yeah, it might have been awful. Was it awful, was it? Was it really bad up here, the conditions and that?
What? It sounded like he was saying hell or help.
Hell or, yeah, help. I hope you didn't say help. Are you stuck here? Is your soul trapped here?
He said my name, but I won't say that on camera because I'm the Forsaken Explorer, and that's my name.
Is there anything else you want to do or show us while we're still here?
Whoa!
What's that? What did he say?
I don't know. Clear word though.
Do you still want us here, or do you want us to leave?
In the morning when we wake up, because we're sleeping here. I think that probably wraps out another one.
Yeah.
We might wrap it up.
I haven't even been, I don't know if this has gone off. We'll have to check it on the video. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little spike.
It did on the other place.
Yeah, little spike. We're getting little spikes. I'll have to review back on the footage because you guys have been watching this more than we have.
Yeah.
So you guys will know more than us at this point.
So,
But I think the spirits are pretty peaceful. I don't think there's
No, they'll be
even though
peaceful.
yeah, even though there's a lot
Up
of
here. It's nice up
tragedies that happened up here. I don't think there's much.
There's families and stuff
Yeah.
up here. It was a working community. Obviously, people have injuries and can die in the mines and stuff like that. I don't know if there's any records of that. I'm unsure, but
Yeah.
certainly a lot of blood, sweat and tears went into people working up here, so they're bound to have their energies up here.
Yeah, that's right.
But everything I'm wearing is wet, so I'm going to go and get my tent to get dry before I get hypothermia.
Forsaken's gotten all wet, so as he was coming over. So yeah, we've got to get out of here.
We did 3 river crossings to get here, and I was just like, I'm manning up, just walking through that. I put bread bags on my socks, but I didn't realise I actually slid down, so I ended up getting really wet feet and shoes and socks and a jacket. And my tent's all wet because it's so cold up here. Like, it's just really bad. But anyway, guys, we're going to head back out of here. I'm not sure if this is going to be the outro to the video, but if you have liked what we have done so far, do like and subscribe to both of our channels, and do push the bell notification button to our videos.
That's
and
the one.
yeah, if we do end up ending the video here, because obviously we've got no power to charge up, we might run out of battery life, or whatever might happen, we might get wet in the night, or who knows. We'll continue the adventure tomorrow and venture home, but hopefully you'll see a bit more from there.
Cool.
So I'm going to go and get warm in a tent, guys, because I'm freezing my
Time
arms
to
off
sleep,
for this
man.
for you guys. So.
Yeah. No,
All
I'm so
right.
glad we did the ghost part of it though. Like a bit of ghost hunting. That's awesome.
Cheers, guys.
See ya.
Radio Explorers, it's after 9 in the morning. We had a crap sleep, it rained. The water table of this room came up and we got wet tents. I bought a cheap $39 tent from the warehouse because it was packaged down smaller than my $500 tent. You probably can't see too well, but it's in there, and I'm going to, because it was so crap and cheap and shitty, it's staying here. So if anyone else wants to come camping up here, there's a tent for you. There we go, got the torchlight. Right there, tent. We're packing this one up. That one's staying. So if you ever want to camp up here, Rewanui Mineral Break, there's a tent there. Right, explorers, this is the end of the adventure from where we started, with the story I told you about Keith Butler, who passed away here, the caretaker. So that was a majorly extreme mission. Last time I did it, it was extreme. This time I had this massive hiking pack ride over here, and we made tent and stuff there, and as you saw, we left the tents there because it was only cheap and it wasn't very good anyway. So we're going to head out of this. This is our last one of my first, actually I think it's my first overnight challenge I've done for my channel actually, where we stayed the night overnight way up there. And I hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and if you did, please do remember to like and subscribe and to push the bell notification button and comment down below, and we'll catch you on the next adventure soon. That's all for today, ladies and gentlemen. Forsaken Explorer, over and out.
You got this shit knocking.